Hello. I might be a bit distracted. I got myself, well, I didn't get myself, my friend bought me a new mug. Which is actually pretty cool. This a simple mug, but it says everyone sucks except us with 2 cats on it. And like one of those vintage cutesy styles. But I also made a hot chocolate and I put a little bit of cream liqueur in it. So it's raspberry ripple flavored, so now I've got a raspberry hot chocolate here, which is absolutely incredible. Can't taste the booze in it, which is good. But it's just a little treat. Because I'm feeling festive today. Because I got the first load of Christmas presents, including this mug. I also got a pair of socks, a car air freshener, and a giant tapestry of Pitbull with Live, Laugh, Love Mr. Worldwide written on it. So, and I also got trapped to a rage room as well. I gotta go to a rage room, which was fun. I was actually really scared about going in. Hi, Ratsa. I was actually really scared because it was like really daunting because there had a lot of rules, which is understandable. And fair because you don't want to hurt yourself, nor do you want to break shit that's owned by the company. But actually I just realised I've got a load of Tiltify and I need the bloody pinned message as well. Shit. Give me a minute. Let's do some housekeeping. But oh, you beat me to it. Thank you. Until I end the stream. Thank you. I was gonna do it myself just to save you the hassle, but thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was scary actually because of the fact that it's like, yeah, here's some hammers and shit. Just break shit. And it's like they blast out metal and punk pop music as well as you do with it. Like we had a couple of rounds of well, we had Rage Against the Machine and was it Limp Bizkit and 2 rounds of My Chemical Romance, which was great. But yeah, once we got going, we just kind of passed the nerves a bit. It was like, yeah, just fucking go ape shit. Loved it. And it actually did help de-stress a lot. I do recommend it. Browser's a bit wonky. Oh. But yeah, I had a good time. I had a really good time. Hi, I'm on the Linux and watching the stream and it feels weird and stuff, but it's cool. Oh, thank you for the resub.
Hi, I am on Linux and watching a stream and IT feels weird and stuff, but it's cool.
I didn't realize it was the sub message, sorry. But yeah, that is cool. But 51 subs. 51 months, thank you so much. Could be and stuff, yeah, fair. Yeah, so I did gift her gifts. So she got a couple of crochet ghosts that I posted on Instagram ages ago. A little lip balm, and I made her a giant bouquet of Beetlejuice themed flowers, which is actually going up on Instagram tomorrow. Yeah, that is the first redeem. It's not gonna work. The second one will work though, don't worry. First one never seems to have any sound for some reason, and I don't know why. Never figured that out. I am working on a new sound redeem collection, very much like the Ghost Redeem.
Expect the first ghost when the bell tolls 1!
While we're on the subject, thank you. Good timing. I am working on a new multi-quote redeem, specifically for Christmas. I just haven't got all the quotes that I wanted yet. It is very on brand. I'm working on it. But yes, we're going... So I did say, right, we'll do a bit more art. But We're doing Powerwash Simulator today because on Friday they dropped a new Christmas level and it's a nice rink and we're gonna play it because it's Christmas. I will return back to the art maybe tomorrow, depends on how far we get with Powerwash, but I did start early so we can have a bit more time on it. So, is splash screen supposed to be super still? Yes, because nobody's redeemed the first redeem yet. So yeah, it is meant to be super still. Anyway, we're gonna go to the game anyway. So, oh no, my controller battery died. Thanks. Hello. I'll just use the mouse for this. Just while I'm waiting for this. So yeah, seasonal specials. We got an ice rink to clean. Winter 2020. Oh, this dream has been redeemed. The first. Yeah, the first. What do you mean? No, it hasn't. The first redeem. To claim that your first hasn't been redeemed yet.
Happy Christmas. It's Christmas. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler.
You ding dong. Dirt Finder. Is there any force in the universe more destructive than the youth? Our festive ice rink is due to reopen next week and in its current state is unlikely to attract anyone beyond the most degenerate of the species. Since we lost this tarpaulin covering covering to the high winds of spring. I know about high winds at the moment. The local flotsam and jetsam have seen fit to recreate the arena in their own image. It's also been exposed to the elements these past few months, so that too has fed into its current plight. Certainly, sitting next to a new open winter market, it offers bleak relief. Much obliged, Mark Gordon. Short and easy job. Okay. Well, if we do this one, we could do a reset of the last year's because actually, I'll go to the break screen because I actually fixed the problem with the break screen. I actually had it hidden. I'm not actually on a break, but I'm just giving Dave his exposure. And hey Nita, how are you guys doing? Hello. Hello. I've got boozy hot chocolate. Boozy raspberry hot chocolate. Great. I'm not exposed. Dave is. He can redeem the first. That's his exposure. I went to a rage room today, guys. It was great and therapeutic. I smashed it and nearly took myself out with a Dyson. There is a small story behind that. Anyway, you've had your exposure. I'm switching back over. Yeah. So I'll do this level, but if we have enough time, I'll do last year's. That's an Aurora Borealis. Not entirely localized within my kitchen. But yeah, if we get this level done and we'll have enough time. That is a gnome constellation. Does anybody see that up there? Does anybody else see the gnome constellation? Hey Ratzer, hey what? Yeah, we'll do last year's because I actually didn't do last year's on stream. I actually did that one in my own time. So you might get a 2 for today. Oh, these poor little guys. May you live as long as you want and not for as long as you live. May you live as long as you want and not want for as long as you live. Fair. I like it. Did I find that I cannot even begin to imagine the extent of moral decay present in our children that would make them behave this way. Oh, I can! Have you seen what they've done to that poor polar bear? I don't think I do. I don't think I want to see what they've done to the polar bear. I'm about to find out. Bread, cinnamon, eggs, and maple syrup. It's a French toast. Good job, you know recipes. Took away their home. I know. It's the AI. It's helping melt the polar ice caps. French toast before. I really wouldn't mind trying it. Because the first toast was like something you see when you drink and something. The second one is bread. Yes, good job. Good job, you. Oh, bear with me a moment. Maple syrup isn't a thing in Europe because we're not Canadian. Yeah, but it can. Have you ever heard of this little thing called imports? Where things travel over the seas and use different. You never had French toast? To be fair, French toast is not something that's often served in the UK. You have to go to a pretty bespoke place to get French toast or make it yourself. It's not something that's often found. It's usually either a full English, eggs Benedict, or pancakes. Is usually the common three that you find in a lot of places. Crime, yeah. I will have French toast one day. Well, I guess we kind of have a savoury alternative. Which is, sorry, I'm just in the middle of cutting up a package and I think it might be Yule Must. Which was, well, it says Scandi Kitchen on it, so I'm imagining it's fancy. So if you don't know what Yule Must is, it's something that Rats has made me aware of, which is a Christmas soda. And it's Yule Must, yeah. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. Sorry, there's gonna be a lot of rustling. It's a lot of packaging for a bottle. Yep, there it is. Yule Must. All 50C, I love it. That's a lot of box for a little bottle. I'm not gonna lie. I'll sort that out later. Those are you very uniquely. How do you pronounce it then? How do you pronounce the U's? I'm gonna put that on one side. I'm not gonna have it now because it does need to cool up. I'm no monster, and I've also got a hot chocolate already anyway. I'm gonna go ice skating. Does sound like it in English. I think it's a very Scandinavian thing. Probably. It's been years since I've been ice skating and I'm very tempted. I actually was tempted to pick it up back in January, but I chickened out because firstly I didn't have any money and secondly I was depressed as hell still. So I just put it off. Never do it again. Oof. No, if I had to do it, I would do it on a quiet day. Because I know there is an ice rink in the area. But it's only open at certain times.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Oh, me bum 4 times. Oof. Yeah, but that's part of it. Like, it goes with anything. Like, you can't. Like, you can't just give up on things so easy. Like, you do have to have a good go at things. And like, I'm not saying that you haven't. I'm saying, like, if you really want to give it a go, don't let the falls get to you. Ice rink? Ice rink! Ice rink. Jesus, my accent's not that bad, how are we? Where the hell am I? Oh, you get out of the way. And you too. It was a little trip with friends, I just go for fun, yeah. That's fair, that's fair. Anyway, no game up. Oh! I forgot to turn it on, sorry. I mean, to be fair, the only audio is the spraying anyway. But, yeah, sorry about that. I got so invested in the music and everything else. But thank you for that. Played for one of the top ice hockey teams in the country when I was a young boy. No, for fuck's sake. We did have some MCR playing in the Rage Room, which was great. But yeah, so for a little context, I mentioned just at the very start that my friend gifted me a trip to a Rage Room as Christmas present. Which I'd never done it before, she'd never done it before, and she was just like, well, we've had a very shitty year, so let's just take our frustrations out and just smash some shit. And I was like, yeah, cool, I love this. Although, when I was doing the security tapes, because you do have to dress up in, like, full safety gear before you do something like that, which is understandable and fair, and the helmets were quite big. You had to have a very small head. And the smallest it did was a medium, which was still too big for my head. Basically, when I was watching this, the safety training tape before going in, I was freaking it. I was just like, oh god, there's gonna be so much noise and so much injury, and I can tell this is gonna end up going badly. The good news was it didn't, although I did nearly get bonked on the head with part of a Dyson. So there was like a Dyson vacuum, like not like one of the standard upright ones, but like one of the floor ones that you wheel around, a bit like a Henry Hoover, and we managed to break it into two. So, like, it was actually, like, the base and the plasticky bit that traps all the dirt in. So, we smashed it in two, and I thought, okay, well, this must be soft plastic. I'll just break it up a bit more, just get the satisfaction of really breaking it. Nope, I laid my hammer onto it once, and it ricocheted into my helmet. Should have live streamed the Rage. I wasn't allowed to have stuff on me. We did play for the No with another guy who got really good and played for the national team and everything. Ooh. Yeah, we weren't allowed to have personal possessions on us. I had to put them in the locker before we went on. So I couldn't even film it on my phone. We did get offered to take the CCTV though, if we paid a bit extra, but we forgot. We were so, like, tired. Like, it really does give you a good workout smashing shit. But we were so tired we ended up forgetting, but we said the next time we do go, we're buying it. We're buying the CCTV footage. Did give a good workout, yeah. Wait. That's not what I meant. I see what you did there. That's not what I meant. I mean, that also too does give you a good workout, but that wasn't what I meant. exactly, freezing. I meant stuff. Sure you did. Sure you did. Filthy man. You were the one who said it! I thought you were implying it. Okay? But yeah, it was a good Christmas present though. I really appreciated it. Because I wasn't told anything about it. Like, it was literally a surprise. Until, like, we had food and we were on our way down. Because she's like, oh yeah, it's going to be 10 minutes away. And I thought to myself, this is either going to be, like, a little session or something. I knew there was, like, mini golf and axe throwing. I did not know that there was a rage room place. So yeah. When she told us, I was like, oh shit! Not even a little... I mean, I got to throw bottles. I got to break a Dyson, several TVs, many bottles and china ornaments. I broke a speaker. I think that kind of nullifies throwing axes. Hey Gumby! I gotta break shit today. I went to a rage room. Yeah, it's like I'm gonna go back into work after the weekend. It's like, oh yeah, I took the kids to see Santa. I went Christmas shopping. I went to a rage room and broke shit. Love it. To be fair, like, I shocked my friend at how much I just went absolutely feral in that room. She was like, you were really going for it. I was like, yeah. There's a reason I have a lot of patience for people, because otherwise that happens. I have a lot of unbridled rage and I'm very good at containing it. Wish I could have saw it. Honestly, if I had a CCTV, I would have loved to have just put it up on the Discord. But alas, we forgot because it was fucking exhausting. And I break several TVs, a speaker, several bottles, several china ornaments. Everything I could take the hammer or a giant wrench to, basically. But yeah, you do get limited time. You only get 15 minutes in the room, which is actually enough. I actually had to go out of the room to lift up my visor on the helmet because they say not to open up the visor or take any equipment off unless you're outside. And I had to take 5 minutes because my helmet was steaming and I was sweating. Very satisfying items to break. Oh god, yeah. The best part was, though, one of the china ornaments was like this little flamenco figurine. It was really pretty, actually. And I just decided to give it a good whack. The head came off, but the rest of the body stayed. And I couldn't figure out, like how I couldn't smash it. I, like, threw a hammer to it and everything, but it was a pretty sturdy piece of china. It wouldn't break at all. It's already fit from breaking our spirits. You break mine. I think the feeling's a bit mutual, rats. I kid. How it felt wearing a gas mask. Dave, if it's any consolation, I've been in full fireman gear before. So, technically I have worn a full-faced oxygen mask with a tank on the back. With all serious purposes of actual use. And nothing but supportive and amazing, sure. You just keep telling yourself that. You fought a fire? Not technically, but I had to wear full fireman's gear because... Fun fact, when you work on a cruise ship, you're also the safety crew as well. Meaning that anytime there's an emergency, you're relied on to help assist with the emergency, and that includes the possibility of being paired up as fire crew. So you have to do fire safety training in full fireman's gear. She started it. Sure it did. Probably did start a fire somewhere. Not today though. But no, part of fire safety training for the cruise ships, you have to wear the full gear and you have to be trained in how to find a person in a smoked up room. It's usually a test dummy. But you have to go in as a team and find the mannequin in the in this smoke-filled room. It's a ride. And the fire alarm go off, it stood outside -8 degrees for like half an hour. Ooh. That's not good. If it's any consolation, Dave, we've got a full storm going on here. I mean, it's dying down now, but I felt as though that the car was going to take off yesterday after work. I see Park's got you cleaning up the ice rink. Parky's got you cleaning up the ice rink. Oh, right, sorry rats. Sorry. I think he tably flushes all the way, given the chance. I'm tired, leave me be, okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, like, the storm that's happening here, it is cold as shit, rainy as shit, windy as shit, and we're just in the amber area. Although I was watching a catch-up of the Yogscast, I was watching the important videos, just as they were getting the alarm on the Friday, to say that there was a red weather warning in the area, with like full-on storms and the risk of life. But yeah, I've got a bunch of things done so far this month, and I'm actually impressed. All things considered. Also, rats, I would say just check your post in the next week or so, please. Because I don't know what is going to happen with things, but things are happening. So, yeah, please do that. But yeah, I got 2 people to catch up with for gifts. And then the rest is just family. Yeah, get your 3D printer tomorrow. Yeah, but you're getting other shit as well. And what do you mean 3D printer? I thought... How many 3D printers have you got now? I thought you already had 2. Oh, the PC. That's not a 3D printer though. That's a PC, that's different. But no, for everybody else, just for a little context, every year I treat my mods to little thank you packs. Oldest one is crap, and the second oldest is broken, and I can't be arsed fixing it anymore. Fair. That's fair. Bye, Jules. Well, to be fair, actually, that wasn't forced. I actually did put that up on the wish list because I thought, well, it's Christmas, it's more appropriate for the Jewel Moose Rather than, of course, when did I get it the last time? I don't even remember. It was like in the spring or something. So I was just like, you know what? It's winter. Let's just throw that shit up there. How is everybody doing anyway? How's your week's been? There's something else I was gonna say actually. Oh yeah, I was off sick for 2 days, Wednesday and Thursday, and the funniest thing happened when I came back into work. Basically, there's a competition going on at work, like a company-wide competition, to paint a gnome using the company's business color branding. I managed to get it painted in like my shift and then a little bit extra at home. And I've also been but it's so funny though because it was basically every team in the building got 3 of these gnomes. Of course shops and places and that were associated with also got them. Just as like part of being into this competition. And yeah, so basically all the teams in the building got 3 each, and my team actually said, look, keep one aside for her when she comes back in, because they know I'm the creative one of the team, and yeah. Not done for friends and Christmas presents. Also started work yesterday in below freezing time. Oh no. I know you said you're usually prepared for like low temperatures though, aren't you? You have like thermals and shit. Right, I'm gonna do the floor here. It's gonna be satisfying. Same height as I do. Screw you. The gnome is great though, that I did. So because the colours are like that came with it were a lot of like blues and greens, and of course your obligatory white and black, I went with a frosty gnome. I painted like snowflakes and actually gave it a little bit of zhuzh with a bit of silver in there as well, like sparkly silver stuff. Wasn't cold at all? Good. So yeah, it's been getting a lot of love, and I've also been tasked with helping out with a Christmas tree competition that's in the building, to which my team's been given a Christmas tree and we've got to decorate it. So one of the lasses on my team went with a gonk theme. If you don't know what a gonk is, it's one of those like gnome things with like the big noses and no eyes. But I've been tasked to make a beard for it, which has been a bit of a job, I will admit, which is why I had to go in my car after work in the middle of a storm to get more yarn because I was running out. But I'm having a lot of fun with it because I learned a new stitch to make it more beardy. Yeah, gonk. They are called something completely different in Scandinavian countries. Rats don't know what I'm talking about. Because I went on a bit of a rant about them before. No worries, Dave, no worries. Yeah, so I've got a bit of a festive playlist on. Once my kitties let me guess. Oh no. You're trapped now. You've had it. No escape. No escape. Once you're under the cat trap, that's it. It's game over. But yeah, sadly the storm did shut down like a lot of events, including the yearly Christmas market that I really wanted to go to on Saturday. So that was a bit of a bummer, but it can't be helped. Safety first. Hey Google, how do I remove the cat? Don't ask Google AI that. No, it'll probably tell you put glue on your cat or something. It was a search. Yeah, but you still get an AI response through Google, unfortunately. Ooh, actually, that reminds me. Hey, there's a new emote, a new global emote on Twitch. Fuck Twitch for this. Respectfully. Because the emote, it's the cat in the chat emote. It's like a little cat with a Christmas hat. That was made with AI. Like when Parky cleaned up the skate park before the televised state championship. I cleaned the skate park up. He's no idea what that did to our rep. Oh, was it before then? Don't seen it. I don't know if it's something that's through on the Buckton crew has been rinsing us ever since. Bucketon crew, sorry. I don't know if it's like something that is redeemed through the hype trains or what, but I know a lot of people have been kicking up about it. So yeah. Multi-million-pound company once again cannot be asked to hire somebody for all of like 5 minutes and pay them revenue and everything to make an emote. Typical. I don't see it. No, that's just what I've heard. Apparently it's in global emotes, but I can't really tell. Because this is actually the first time I've been on Twitch today since I found out about it. When I'm streaming. I have seen what the emote looks like though. Cat got up. Okay. Hold on a minute. I'm just gonna moisturize. Let's see, is that bottle? Sorry, the box that the bottle came in. Is that ideal for... Let me have a look. As I said, I don't know if it's a redeemable thing for certain conditions. But I just know that they announced it, that was it. Yeah, it's not a mine, but it must be a redeemable one. Like, you know when you get them after a hype train? Definitely rush to redeem that. Please don't. Be the better person. For once. I kid. I know you're a good person. I know you're a good person. There are so many creators that can make emotes out of already. Don't need a draw shit, just ask for permission. Well, that's it. I mean, it's not like they haven't done that in the past. They have absolutely used other people's emotes with their permission to have global emotes. Or even used their content. They commissioned them and used their content globally. So it's not like they couldn't do it. They've done it a multitude of times. This is just peak laziness. Can't be the better person you exist. Shut up. Shut up. I can't be the bigger person, to say the least. I'm only 5'2". Better? Not a chance. Is flirting in the scrapyard. What? A meme of you flirting. Okay, I'll check that out later because that can't be asked right now. And hey, reminder as well, by the way, because I know it's been nearly an hour. I'm still raising money for cancer research, even though we hit a goal. The funds are still ongoing, so if you do want to donate, it's fair game here. Basically, we've hit our target, but if I can raise more, that'd be awesome. Oh, I found a gnome. I think I knocked him over, actually. So we really ruined the double funny number? Yes, because it's for a good cause. And the more money we have for Cancer Research UK, the more people we can save and get to spend time with their families over Christmas. Because whereas I can't spend any more Christmases with my mum, at least if we can help somebody else get to spend many more Christmases with theirs. So yes, ruin the double funny number. Car hype? Alert can work on car. Nice. Don't work too hard though. It's a Sunday. Give me a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had a moment there where I just felt so tired I could feel my eyes getting heavy there. That was not fun. That was not fun. I don't like feeling tired. No one has shit to do, shit to clean. No. Not allowed. That's the ribbon done. Oval top. I am really struggling today now. No. I need to go. Environment I have, yeah, it's taken a lot more out of me than I thought it would. I'll do my best though. If I can get to do the other level, then that's cool. If not, I can always do it another time. As I said, I haven't done the other level on stream before, so it'll be a first time play on stream. I have done the level though. Too old to be violent, never too old to be violent. Mind you, next Sunday there will be absolutely no stream at all because I'm going to be going to York, and I don't think I'll be getting back till late. So there definitely won't be a stream there, unfortunately. Enjoy not York, not us. I mean, I do enjoy you guys as well. Enjoy your company. And your banter. Just letting you know. My fancy hot chocolates ran out. But it was good. Right, I want to redo this wall. You know Gnomesy, the street artist? Yeah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Gnomesy. Did this mural in Bucketon with Parky laughing as you host us all down the drain. So humiliating. You know Parky calls skaters Float Sam and free runners Jet Sam? I mean, who does that? Maybe he just wants to be hashtag deep. Hey Sam! Dude, today I went to a rage room. I went to a rage room and had a good time. Just losing my absolute shit. Give me a minute. Sorry, guys. I am just so friggin' tired. That thing where you just smash it? Yes. 15 minutes of just here's some tools. Just break everything you can. And then you know, I mean, technically, I wouldn't have anyway because I have to have the helmet on anyway. But yeah, I tried to take out a Dyson, and the Dyson would have normally taken out me if I didn't have the helmet on. But it was a good time. It was a Christmas present from a friend. She'd never done it before. I've never done it before. So, yeah. It was great though. They blasted out some pretty damn good tunes. My Chemical Romance, Limp Bizkit, Rage Against the Machine. "15 minutes of just going absolutely fucking feral. Loved it. Unfortunately, we didn't get the CCTV footage because we had to pay extra for that, and we forgot. We were very tempted, but we forgot. But we did say if we did it again, likelihood is we'll do it again. No way of getting it now then? Unfortunately not. I mean, to be fair, we were the only ones in when we went. There were two other girls that were there when we left the room. Where does the backdrop extend to? Because it looks it's pretty much done here. Is it just along the top? Maybe it's save it for people who forget. I don't think I've got a chance of getting it back now. That's fine. This means we've got an excuse to go again. What am I missing here? If the backdrop is unclean, but there's nothing else showing up that needs to be cleaned. Okay, yeah, I am gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think this is gonna be a long stream. I'm gonna have to maybe veto out of doing the other level for now, just because I am so fucking tired. And I did not expect to be this tired at all. I'm gonna talk. Oh! It's all OBS by default. I mean, most of those words in the sentences, I have no idea what they are. But sure. Sounds like a good time if we could get OBS installed. So OBS is a Rasta, shut up. That's not what I meant. Yeah, I did want to stream this today, and if it's a short one, I mean, to be fair, I'm at 67% now, so it's probably a good level for me to do today. But I will conserve energy and do more tomorrow, maybe. Linux distro is just a specific flavor of Linux you've installed. Okay. What does it taste like, though? You said it's a flavor. What does it taste like? Common software, one might use. Tastes like success. That's not flavor. Does it taste like cherry, cinnamon, banana, mango? Tell me things. Gordon would call success a flavor. No, he wouldn't. He would yell at you because you made the chicken overcooked. And that the squid is raw. My chicken's raw. That's not healthy. That's not good. Give me a minute. Trying to make sure my eyes don't droop again. That'd be great. I also need to talk to my hairdresser over the next day or two. Because I did get my hair bleached, but parts of my hair ended up not taking the bleach as much as they should have been. So I've tried purple shampoo on it to try and get it to tone now. Most of it has. Most of it has been absolutely fine. But it's just one or two sections where the bleach just needed to be on longer, and I'm like, hi, yeah, can we try and fix this? I mean, she did offer. She said, look, if it is not taking any purple shampoo, come back to me and we'll fix it. So that's exactly what I'm doing. So we'll see how that goes. Also, I might get a mini team Christmas party this week for a work meeting. Because there were mentions about getting takeaway into the office or something. Which I'm kind of a little excited about. But yeah, I've been watching a ton of Yogscast Jingle Jam recently. I'm still catching up with the important videos though, because that and the Jingle Cats are my two favourite things each year. I did not realise that the poker night was on tonight though. They have an annual poker night. I have no idea how to play poker, but I'm interested. And yes, the Jingle Jam is the same thing that Caffeinated Viking is raising money for as well. Poker night. The right people and really annoying with the wrong people. Yeah. I've never played it. I don't know a lot about playing it, I'll be honest. But interesting to watch. As long as I'm not losing any money, that's fine by me. Poker, I'm gonna take it. Fuck's sake, you two. Same brain cell. Do either of you have the brain cell though? Has there ever been a brain cell between you two? Not me, I'm off today. Fair argument. I can respect that. So Dave should have the brain cell today. Is what you're saying. Dave? Yep. And do you remember where you put the brain cell? Did you remember to put an air tag on it? Or like one of those little findy things so you can locate it? Or did you forget to do that too? Well, actually, there's something I want to try. Where did that gnome go? I'm jump with it, can I? Nah, no, it won't let me. No, I think there's a glitch. I think it might be in the multiplayer where if you jump on the gnome as you're holding it or something, it just sends you flying. I thought Scrappy had the brain cell. I am not responsible for other people's brain cells. I am not even responsible for my own brain cells because I don't have any. That or they patched it, probably. They patched the brain? Oh boy. I never know when that's gonna happen. Meat, please. Dear Finder, I just had a terrifying thought. Oh god. What's the thought? Do we need to take your brain cells too? Polar bears and penguins don't coexist in the wild. No, they don't. Polar bears kill penguins. Oh yeah, because there's penguins on the polar bear. Like they live on opposite sides of the earth. Do they? I'm pretty... No! It's seals, sorry. Polar bears kill seals. No, that's... There's a fiction of them interacting like this might impact... Actually, no. They're not at opposite ends, are they? I was still stuck in alpha. Penguins. It's alpha male, buggy, unfinished mess. What are you... And anything that's alive, yeah. That is true. Just basically anything. They're predators. But I'm sure penguins are at both poles, though. Yes, they are penguins at South Pole, but... Oh, okay. Oh, right, no. That explains why there's penguins often in Australia and New Zealand. Right? Lenny, hello. I love the fact that you said penguins as well. You get in a Benedict Cumberbatch coming out. Penguins are only South Pole bears and North. Right, got it. I should did it and also admire my... But maybe they need to be watered. That's how you get bigger presents, right? What did I do? I went to a rage room. So basically, my friend decided to gift me an experience. Didn't tell me about it until the very last minute. Where she was like, oh yeah, we're going to a rage room. And I'm like, what? Hell yeah. Oh god. Oh. I'll allow it. It's automatic because it's a threat. There was a video of Polar Bear playing with a dog and they are like, oh, and then it came back and caused damage Plus damage to property. Me? No. Let's not share violent things where animals die, please. Let's not. Rage Room is those places where you can just smash stuff? Yes. And I know you took a part of a dice into the face. If it wasn't for the helmet, I was... Emphasis on stuff, not people. Well, my friend actually hit herself a couple of times with a hammer. Sounds fine. It was great. It was actually well needed, though. Like, she was like, well, we've been through a lot of shit. We'll probably have a lot of pent-up anger. I felt like it was appropriate. I was like, no, I can see that. That's a good call. Merry Christmas. Let's take you to a rage room and smash shit. They had some absolute banging tunes on as well, like proper rage inducing. Although I think I actually scared my friend, because she was like, you were really going for it. And I was like, yeah, I think I was actually. I've got a lot of pent-up anger. But you're gonna hand me a feral and a room full of shit to break? I'm gonna go nuts. Getting my money's worth. Oh yeah, 15. You're only in there for 15 minutes, so... Oh, what's the ornament? Well, you got to. All that cruise ship rage finally let out. Not just a cruise ship rage, but 15 years of surface rage. And everything else to boot. 34 years of unbridled rage, in fact. Worked on cruises? I did, yes. So back in 2017, I spent 2 months working as a hairdresser on a cruise ship. And my contract was supposed to be for 9, but when I refer to the company, I am referring to the company that, well, the agency that hired me onto the cruise ship, not the cruise ship company themselves, because the cruise ship company were amazing, but the company that put me onto the ship, absolute bunch of assholes. I would never work with them again. A hairdresser on a cruise. You'd be very surprised. I mean, there's a lot of people that need blow dries after being in the water or being by the beach and stuff. Actually, why am I doing this? I've got longer. But yeah, I only stayed for 2 months because my mental health was declining rapidly. They were taking the piss a lot, and I just had enough. So it's just like, I literally woke up, I was like, I quit. I'm done. I want to go home. You do have to give them like a week though, because you do have to find a replacement. They were trying to convince me to stay. I was like, no, I'm done. I am done. And the irony was that when I first got hired for it, in the recruitment stages, they were like, yeah, if you quit your job before the end of your contract, you can never be rehired with us again. And at that point, when I did quit, I was like, I don't really care. I don't want to work for them anymore. But then they were like, oh yeah, like when I was speaking to the head officers, they were like, oh yeah, if you do fancy working with us again, just let us know. I was like, sure, of course I will. Over my fucking dead body. What do I work on the cruise ship? I did hairdressing. So the agency I worked for specialized in salon, spa, and gym stuff. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, everybody that I worked with, well, 95% of the people I worked with were super supportive and understood why I wanted to leave. My cabin mate was actually upset, but she completely understood as well because she wasn't having a good time either. But we're still connected on Facebook, thankfully. She was a real sweetheart. She was a real one. Gym on a cruise, yeah. Well, if you gotta go to the buffet, you gotta work it off somehow. There's even, on most cruise ships, there's a running track around the ship as well. So for reference, the cruise ship I worked on was a Norwegian Sky. So it's like a small ship. With a very confusing layout because I often got lost when I needed to be in specific places. But it was a beautiful little ship. Absolutely loved it. I will be honest, it did change my perception about cruise ships and I absolutely love them. I just don't like working on them. But I would happily go back on a trip. That looks like blood? No, it's spray paint and mud. Okay, it's not a cruise ship. This is basically a mobile retirement. Now, funny you should say that, Lenny, because there has been stories of people who, when they retired, they literally put all their stuff in storage and just go constantly on cruise ships. Like, practically living from ship to ship. Because it's much cheaper than going on a retirement home. You get all your food paid for, you get your washing done, you get, well, your food, your drink, you get your laundry done, you're basically catered for, and when you wake up, you're in another destination, you know? Working a river cruise as well, still working as a waiter, never went through with it. I mean, it depends, like, because the cruise ship companies directly do work differently to the agencies, so it depends on who you work with about what the work hours would look like, how much you get paid, whether commission is involved or not. Literally my job was only commission paid, like you didn't get a regular wage and you worked really incredibly unsociable hours. But I would always say if you are considering doing something like that, do the research first. So you know what you're in for. I did do the research, but that being said, still didn't prepare for what I was going to experience at all. Fair enough, but one small problem, you're on a big ship most days, in a small ass cabin. No, I mean, the cabins, again, can vary. A lot of the time it depends on where you work. For the regular staff, it's mostly 2, 3, 4 people cabins, but it depends on which area you work in as well. So for me, I was in a 2-person cabin with one of the girls. My cabin mate was one of the spa girls, so you usually tend to get paired up with people that you directly work with or in the same department, so there's no issues with like rotas and stuff. The cabins, again, they can too vary, but they're really not as bad as they're made out to be. You can work with the spaces if you're clever enough, and it doesn't feel like it's tight. And you do get privacy as well, because you do get, like, in your bunk, you do get like a curtain sheet where you could just close it off and you don't have to be disturbed. So you do get a bit of privacy all the same. Oh, never working another hour in gastronomy. That's fair. That's fair. The curtain down. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, if you get on with your cabin mate, it makes things so much easier, and I'm thankful I did. She was lovely. Really sound. I mean, it differs from person to person. I made the best of it. Like, I didn't mind the cabin at all. I knew what I was going in for. That's why you do, as I said, you do your research before you go into it. It usually tends to be housekeeping and waiting staff on the cruise ships tend to get the worst deal, and the engineers, because they get 3 to 4 people in a cabin, and that can be really tight. Management jobs, though, are much better because they get cabins all to themselves, especially if you work on the bridge, where you get the fancy cabins. Like, I got to see one of the management cabins, and literally he had like a double bed. A boat pilot is fun, or just working on the boat without having to interact with people in general. The cruise people seem ew. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, cruising in itself isn't bad, but it can get annoying, like, depending on who you interact with. It's sometimes better to go for more of the niche cruises, because more, like, the shorter ones, the ones that tend to go to the Caribbean and the Bahamas and that, tend to be more party cruises, and they are the most annoying ones. Like, my cruise ship, the passengers, during the week, because it was like 2 cruises, so Monday through Thursday it was to Cuba, and the weekends were to the Caribbean. The weekly ones were actually really relatively nice, because you got like a lot of older people, people who enjoyed traveling, people who actually wanted to get the most out of going to Cuba, because at the time there weren't a lot of cruise ships that went there. And they just wanted the experience of being able to go, stay overnight, do a few excursions maybe, and then just come back, just having a nice little time on the ship. The weekend cruises, though, literally just all drunks, all party people, all drunks, bachelors, bachelorettes, birthdays. You even got weddings at the weekends as well. People got married on the ship too. But yeah, it depends on the cruise ship that you go with. It depends on who you interact with. You could have a really good time, or you can have a really bad time. Class hierarchy on the ships as well. Things are brain dead. Yeah. Yeah, no. I would say it's better to be a passenger than a staff member. If you're gonna go on a cruise ship, just go on as a passenger. It's not, as I said, it depends from person to person. You could get like a really good job working on a cruise ship, and that's fine, because then of course a fair bit is paid for, but you get better perks just being a passenger. Like, yes, you do have to pay for the trip, but at least you don't have to do your own laundry. Because yes, you do have to do your own laundry as a staff member. The only thing you can get cleaned properly by laundry is your uniform. Everything else has to be cleaned by you, which sucks. I hate doing laundry. Still hate doing laundry. Why did I have to have 20 seconds on a washing machine? Stupid. Hey, when NPCs run off and trigger a fight you want to avoid. What, on the cruise ship? Yeah, I get that. But yeah, as I said, I would happily go back onto a cruise ship, but only as a passenger. I would never work as staff on a cruise ship again. Or at least if I absolutely had to, I would be cruise staff. Like the entertainers and that. Because they do get a regularly hourly wage. And it's literally just getting paid to entertain people and supervise people. That's it. I works a great, just walks up and picks a fight with randoms, and now you gotta get involved. Yeah, that's it. Fist fights on deck 6. Definitely. Yeah, that's how you get up the ranks. You fist fight on deck 6 and, you know, The final boss is the captain. You fight the boss and you win. You're in charge of the ship. Oh yeah, by the way, just a little fun fact, I was the only hairdresser on the ship. There was no one else to do hair for like the passengers other than me. And I also had to do hair for the main bridge staff, including the captain himself. So I actually had a couple of conversations with him. And he actually was one of my last haircuts that I had to do on my last day as well. And he thanked me for service too, which was kind of him. He was lovely. But they are a cheeky bunch as well. My favourite one was the what is it? Second mate. Was an Australian lass who had a mullet. And she was just all like, oh yeah, just do whatever. Just do whatever. Just trim it up. I was like, sick. We got talking about piercings and tattoos and everything. Except for like 6 years and like, mate, come on, I'm too old for this piece. There's only 2 of us. Hey, hold on. Oh my god, I'm missing loads. So close to install BG3 on Linux. Only have 500 SSD. Also some other games. So 30 SSD. How many fights did you actually experience on the boat? I actually didn't experience any, but there is actually a prison on the cruise ship. So if anybody had rocked up some shit, security would put them in the prison cell until they actually get taken away when they get to port. Much like, of course, with the morgue as well. Like, every cruise ship has a morgue in case a passenger dies. Sometimes, of course, the body just gets airlifted off the ship, but if they're really away from port, they just get put into the morgue until they're at port. Of course there's a morgue, yeah. Things get spicy. Yeah, it gets very interesting, to say the least. A lot of affairs happen on the cruise ships. Like, I've heard stories about, like, not necessarily on my ship, but from other people that I've worked with who have said, like, oh yeah, like, I know a captain I spoke to once. He said that, of course, he was a married man, but he also had a girlfriend on the ship. Like, every ship that he went on had, like, girlfriend and stuff like that. It's like, wow. There is a lot of that going on. When we're getting ships on COVID side. Oh no, this was well before COVID. This was 2017. Probably just as well I wasn't working on the cruise ships by the time COVID happened. Because that would have been absolute hell. Because the problem was with COVID was that, because of course there was the risk of him like carrying infestation, there was like a lot of cruise ships that I know of that couldn't port anywhere. Like, they were just stuck at sea and they couldn't like land at any destination because the destinations were turning them away because we're like, yep, no, we don't want to have the infection, so no, we're not gonna chance it. You're gonna have to go somewhere else. So there was like people that were stuck on these cruise ships for months at a time. That would, yeah, it would have driven me insane not being able to get home. Because, okay, so not, hey Ducky, so here's a fun fact, like, not necessarily with regards to cruise ships, but an actual story of what happened with my brother and sister-in-law, because during COVID, they actually came back home for Christmas. But what they suddenly found out was that there was going to be a restriction for people coming back in the Q8, because that's where they live, the work as teachers over there. So what happened was that they found out that anybody that had, like, the government in Kuwait had said, look, anybody that's coming into the country that's not a Kuwaiti citizen, because yeah, that's how of their own arse as they are. They basically say, oh yeah, Kuwaiti citizens are priority, everybody else can fuck off. Just like, that's the government for you. They basically said anybody that's not a Kuwaiti citizen has to quarantine in another country for 2 weeks before they can come back into the country. So on finding this out, all hell broke loose because of course everybody that my brother and sister-in-law worked with were in different countries, whether we're back in the UK, back in other respective countries, or, you know. So, ski slope pass on all bases. What bases? What? But anyway, so they were told, by the head of the school, oh, you've got to come back as soon as. But then they're like, oh, but we're going to be spending a load of money to go into another country to come back early when we've already paid tickets to come at a later time. It all kicked off, basically. So eventually they did have to leave and they did have to quarantine in Dubai for 2 weeks. 2 weeks ended up becoming 3 months. Because even after the 2 weeks, they were pretty much continually denied from being able to enter into the country. And it got to the point where they had to up sticks and go and live with my sister-in-law's parents in Sri Lanka because it was cheaper to live over there than having to keep continually paying for then it was cheaper than to keep continually paying for hotel stays and everything in Dubai because it was getting super expensive. And yeah, bearing in mind, of course, that they left in January, they entered the country, they finally got back to Kuwait in September. They didn't get back into Kuwait until September. And during this whole time, they still had to teach remotely as well.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yep, Merry Christmas. I can't find the ski slope platform or bases. Where's the ski slope platform or bases? What am I looking for?
Expect the first ghost when the bell tolls one!
Happy Christmas. It's Christmas.
Oh, come
Merry
on, not
Christmas.
this!
Merry Chrysler.
And what, garlic bread and then left. Oh my god, that's amazing. And a snowman hat. Nearly done. But I am probably going to call it a day because I am so fucked. I am so freaking tired, guys. Did a few seconds too early with the clock striking 1. Oh dear. Did find it. Looking at it now in its clean aspect, it does seem to be missing something. Would it appear weak in the eyes of the youth if I permitted them to add a flourish to the scene here and there? The polar bear looks so noble with that mustache. I'll see to it personally that your invoice is cleared within the calendar year. Thanks. May I wish you, on behalf of all of us at the recreational facilities, a very merry holidays. happy holidays and all that. I'm still gonna be streaming. I'm not gonna be going anywhere too far. I'll be back on tomorrow. With more energy and some art, I think. I might come back to do the other Christmas level because I haven't done that one on stream. But we do have art to finish. But yeah, apologies again, it's a shorter stream. I just underestimated just how tired I was. But no stream next Sunday, yes. There is no stream next Sunday because I won't be here. But I'll look to see if I can sneak one in on a Saturday. We'll see. Let's see, where shall we go? I'm thinking popping into Zevi's place, I think, just for a chill vibe. So, just a heads up with Zevi, art by Svesta, art streamer, a lot of chill vibes, but very family friendly, so please be good, no swearing, okay? They are a friend of the stream. Just to raise someone with 7k viewers. We're always sure you are. Well, thank you for the raids there. But yeah, we'll do a... Oh, no, we're not gonna raid Sevi. Sevi's raiding out. Never mind. Change of plan. Yeah, no, we're not gonna catch them. We'll just leave it. Where else can we go? What time is it? 6 o'clock. The naked stream is all switched over. I'm just thinking. Should we? Silly, if you want to read. Silly? I could read Silly. Don't follow Silly though. Oh. Which is a shame. Electro. Not really gonna keep playing it. I did consider that, but honestly my energy is tanked. Yeah, we're gonna raid Silly. Say hi. That sounds like a plan. Yeah? I've never actually played Balatro. It looks interesting. You want to do that? Yeah. Yeah, let's go raid Silly. Right. Okay, have you got your raid calls? If not, I'm sorry, we're gonna go out. But in the meantime, do be good. Stay safe. I will get more energy for tomorrow. And so long. Thanks for all the fish. Bye.
The last ever dolphin message was misinterpreted as a surprisingly sophisticated attempt to do a
Merry
double
Christmas,
backward
you
somersault
filthy
through a
animal.
hoop while whistling the
Expect the first
star-spangled banner.
ghost when
But in
the
fact, the
bell
message was
tolls one!
so. And thanks for all the
Happy
fish.
Christmas. It's Christmas. Merry Crisis. Merry Chrysler.